Nigerians, it's not over.
Just watch this video.
Can I say that? It's not over. It's not over. Let me explain something to you. When God gives you a word, the enemy will not just go and sit down and just say, go ahead, God has spoken. No, there's a fight. There's a fight. Listen, that report that has been given and that result has been given, we all know that's not what happened. We all know. But you know something? The tide has changed. This is not the Nigeria before. This election and the way we are in our country, there's never been a time we're like this. Never been a time we're like this. So it's not over. Someone says, oh, but the courts are compromised. No, there's the human court, then there's a court in heaven. There's a court in heaven that is not compromised. Listen, things will come to a head. It will come to a head, and eventually the truth will prevail. When God told Moses and said, Moses, I want you to go and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. When Moses went the first time, the punishment increased. But Moses went a second time, then a third time, then a fourth time, until Pharaoh had to give up. Listen, there are, like in River State, you have a governor who is thinking he's God. He will find out he's not God. He will soon find out he's not God. Because the people made a choice. It was clear. It was clear. The people made a choice. And every time a man has stood up to act like he's God, it always gets heaven's attention. And heaven responds. When Saddam was doing what he was doing, Saddam didn't know that one day he would stand trial. He didn't know. When he made all the things he did, if you watch the trials of Saddam, and when he was in that cage, you could see the disgust in his face. You could see the arrogance. He was thinking, who are all these people? Who am I to answer to you? But he answered. He eventually answered. All the people who are breaking laws and doing all the wrong things in this country, thinking that we're living in a lawless country, I announce to you, a day is coming. You will answer to everything you have done. You think it will not happen in this Nigeria, but it will happen. Because what has started is not of man. What has started, man cannot control it. What has started, what you are doing, all the meetings you are having, it cannot stop it. Naira cannot stop it. Dollars cannot stop it. Bribery cannot stop it. What has started, it will come to a head. See, when a people are awake, you can't force them to sleep. When people have come to know something, they cannot unknow it. Nigerians are no more sleeping. They are awake. You can't force them back to sleep. You can't force them back to sleep. It may not happen today, but it will surely happen. It will surely happen. When you think you are winning, that is when sudden destruction will come to you. When you think you have everything under control, that's when all of a sudden heaven will speak, and you will understand that you are not really God. You are just a man with the breath of God in your nostrils, and He is the one really in charge. And so Christians and all those who are fighting, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. When you go on something, when you go and say, Pharaoh, let my people go, you just say, I've been waiting for you to come. Can you all start going? No. God even told Moses, I will harden his heart. He said, I will harden his heart. So that when he, we've not forgotten, he's in this country. There was a leader in this country who nobody, as I'm talking like this, even in that time, if you talk like this, there's somebody who came to church who is an informant, who before you finish like this, you'll be arrested. And nobody thought we could come out of that. Heaven spoke, and what no man could do happened. And if Nigeria does have the prophetic role that he has to play in our world today, then God's mind is on this country. God's mind is on this country. In the areas where the laws of men fail, the laws of God will not fail.